Congratulations, you've made it to the last activity on your slope-intercept, and sequence, arithmetic sequence, and geometric sequence work. Here it is, this is the front side of the last activity that you'll do. When you finish this activity, then we're going to be doing a progress check for you with slope-intercept form, arithmetic sequences, and geometric sequences. Looking at number 1 here, I'm going to preview number 1 and 2 with you. You will need to do numbers 3 and 4 without using the help of a video. Problem 1, what we've got here is we say represent the following sequence, that would be this sequence right here, as a table right there, a graph right here, and an equation. And the equation is written right there. Notice the f of x. Again, the f of x has the same meaning as the letter y. Give a verbal description. Is it an arithmetic or geometric sequence? Find the 105th term. Let x equal 1, 2, 3. That's important. Let x equal 1, 2, 3. What terms are we giving you here? And what term weren't you given? So as you go through this, you can take and you can put this into the table. You then need to plot points to put them on your graph. And once you do that, you need to determine, is my sequence arithmetic or geometric? The graph, if you have a straight line, arithmetic. If it curves, geometric. Straight line, arithmetic, as always. Geometric will always have a curve to it. So if you're doing an arithmetic, just to remind you again, that the arithmetic sequence will always be in this format, the slope-intercept, y equals mx plus b. If you put it into geometric, then we need to put it in, oh, I forgot. If you put it in a geometric, it's going to be y equals a times b to the x power. So you have to determine which format you will use. On all 4 problems, you'll be using either one of the 2, arithmetic or geometric. So you'll have to determine which it is, write the correct equation in that format. Verbal description then. Well, why is it arithmetic or geometric? Verbal description then you're going to be writing because it's adding or subtracting the same amount, or it's always multiplied by the same amount. That's your verbal description. This one is always multiplied by 5, or it's always subtracting 2, or I'm always adding 9, or multiplying by a half. Then once you do that, you are to find the 105th term. You need to remember now, what letter in your formula do you put 105 in place of? And then once you do that, you're going to put your answer here. So several things to do within this problem. You have a table to make, a graph to make, you have an equation to write, you have a verbal description to do, and you need to find the 105th term. It is important to always note whether we tell you that x is 1, 2, 3, because that tells you something about here and here. And when you write your equation, if you're given 1, 2, and 3, that means you have to find something first. I'm not going to tell you what it is this time, but there is a certain term you'd have to find before you write your equation. Let's look at number 2. Looking down at number 2, again, represent the following sequence as a table, which is right here, a graph, which is right here, which means you're plotting points again, and an equation. So the equation is right here. Notice we have f of x again. That also could be the same thing as y equals. Give a verbal description. As I mentioned before, I'm always adding by 3. I'm always multiplying by 7, whatever it is. You need to tell if it's arithmetic or geometric. If I'm doing that, just circle arithmetic or circle geometric. Find the 105th term again. So here's that. This is where you'll put the answer for that. Again, note, it's saying let x equal 0, 1, 2, 3. That is important to note. On the first one, it was on this one up here, you were told x equals 1, 2, and 3 as you wrote that here. Well, this one, you're told x is 0, 1, 2, 3. So keep that in mind when it comes to the point when you write your equation there. All right. The backside has 2 problems very similar to these. I'm not going to go any further. You can take care of numbers 3 and 4. You've been doing this for quite a while now. I believe at this point you will find that you'll be able to do this sheet quite confidently. If you need help, please come and help me, or come and ask me for help, and I'll be happy to help you get through whatever you need to get through.